Okay, here we go. Another CPE writing. It's another one of these compare to texts. Read the two texts below. Write an essay summarizing and evaluating the key points from both texts. Use your own words throughout as far as possible and include your own ideas in your answer. Around 280 to 320 words. An education for life. It cannot be denied that the most important years which should be spent acquiring academic qualifications are a person's teens and early 20s. These are the years when the brain is most receptive to new ideas, and also when there is the maximum time for learning to take place. Young people are eager to explore new concepts, new ideas that will help them to make sense of the world they live in. If that opportunity to learn is lacking or is not exploited, then there is little likelihood of it occurring again. In later years, other matters tend to become more important, such as a job and a family. Lifelong learning. The learning process should not be seen as a finite phenomenon, something that can last only for a particular period of time in a person's life and then stops. How many adults go on courses in their early 30s and 40s in order to acquire new knowledge? And how many examples are there of many people in their 50s who seem to be at the height of their intellectual powers? Since the human brains mature over, since the human brain matures over time, developing even more complex capabilities, learning should surely be seen as a lifelong process. Our motto, therefore, should always be, it's never too late to learn. Okay. Learning is an ongoing lifelong process. This essay was written by Roland Simon. When considering the long-running dispute of what is the ideal age to studying, people are split into two groups. Okay, there are two problems here. So firstly, to study. And notice, what is the ideal, but we are considering, this is reported speech, this isn't a question. So what the ideal age to study is. People are split into two groups. According to a well-known neurologist, the brain of a teenager is the most receptive to absorb knowledge. Yeah. Okay. The brain of a teenager is the most receptive. I think here is the most receptive when absorbing knowledge. However, many people subscribe to the idea, good word, to the idea of learning, to the idea that it is never too late to learn. And continue. First and foremost, novelty-seeking is the hallmark of the adolescent years. Many scientific studies have corroborated the theories. So many scientific studies have corroborated theories that that adolescents never fail to fall short, acquire a large amount of new information as it comes. So firstly, as it comes in thick and fast. So they never fail to fall short. So they always get enough, never fail to fall short when acquiring we're talking generally, so large amounts of new amounts of new information. Let's change this a little bit as well. No matter how thick and fast it comes in. So adolescents never fail to fall short. They always do it very well when acquiring large amounts of new information, no matter how thick and fast it comes in. Being a student does not mean just listening to long-winded lessons in classrooms and reading from weighty tomes of different subjects. I take it as read that juggling academic subjects coincides with developing interpersonal skills. I take it as read, I'm going to put a "the" here, that the juggling of academic subjects coincides with developing interpersonal skills. Experience So I take it as read that the juggling of academic subjects coincides with developing interpersonal skills. While at the same time experiencing or a sense of camaraderie. It will come as no surprise to you that teenagers have a whale of a time when acquiring and generally again vast amounts of knowledge. They become engrossed in self-discovery. So here let's add something as well. In a journey of self-discovery. Moreover, they are able to showcase a kaleidoscope of emotions as their cognitive skills and physical abilities are developing. When we become adults, we strangle our inner child, I think here singular, and begin to keep our foot on the ground, maybe better plural, our feet on the ground. We shift our interests from naivety to pragmatism, to the pragmatism of the world. Adults focus on settling down, getting married, raising children, climbing up the career ladder. Adults have to deal with work-life issues which blight the chance to learn, try the word, it's okay, but any chance to learn. Preoccupying with so many things would blight any chance to... Worse still, being preoccupied by so many things means the learning results, the learning achievement, the learning so results in the learning becoming desultory. Okay, secondly, the media is rife with certain kinds of agenda. I mean kinds of agendas. So, secondly, the media is rife with certain kinds of agendas, certain kinds of agenda. So, comma. The idolization of youth with certain kinds of, yes, despite the popular claim that the learning process reaches a plateau once we are young, not once, so it reaches a plateau after our youth has vanished, after our evanescent youth has vanished. Some experts question the veracity of this statement. Okay, yeah, despite the popular claim that the learning process reaches a plateau after our youth has vanished, some experts question the veracity of this statement. That's a good phrase. A lot of people proved with their achievements that studying is never too late. So a lot of people have proved, comma, by way of their achievements, comma, that, again, it is never too late to study. Some companies carve out a niche in the educational sector where they have launched courses for adults. Learning should play an important role in old age as well. Where the idle days are usually beset with health problems. which comes from the recrudescence of a feeble immune system. Unless they yield to inertia with studying, their mental abilities are bound to begin to decline. So, are bound to begin a decline. So this bit here doesn't make sense. Unless they refuse to yield to inertia by studying, their mental abilities are bound to begin a decline. In conclusion, although I acknowledge the fact that the teenage years are the most conducive period of our lives to learn, we should keep continuing the hard work. We should keep continuing the hard work. Learning should be undertaken during all stages of our lives, spanning from childhood to our dotage. I love this last sentence. Let's see. We should keep up the hard work. And I think that's the end, yeah. Okay, so what do I say about this? Did you answer the question? Yeah. I think maybe 4 out of 5. How well does it read? It's a bit disjointed in places. There are bits where, especially this bit as it goes on, that I have difficulty getting to the next point. I think probably 2.75 out of 5. The range of grammar used, okay, you're starting to get some quite long sentences which are good, although they're no really impressive ones. You have done better on other days. I'm going to give use of interesting grammar maybe a 3 out of 5. The vocabulary, as always, is fantastic, and that's got to be 4.5 out of 5. Then when it comes to mistakes and overall accuracy, I think I'd probably give it 2.5, maybe 3. So what do I make this overall? I think I'm going to give it a 6.25 at CPE. So it's a reasonable pass. Okay, so thanks for watching. Bye for now.